she has gone viral, all right? She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah. She was wearing this outfit, this arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really, it felt like they underachieved a good.
Sophie Cunningham didn't drop 40 points. She didn't launch a fiery press conference or drop a diss track on TikTok. She just walked into a game wearing a plain white tee that said, "Hot girls eat Arby's." And the internet lost it. Overnight, that simple moment turned into a viral firestorm. The partnership with Arby's was announced, and the now iconic shirt sold out instantly. No filters, no stunts, just curly fries, charisma, and realness. Meanwhile, across the league, Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed queen of clout, was left watching as the conversation shifted entirely away from her. And here's where it gets wild. That one t-shirt didn't just hijack a news cycle. It exposed the biggest branding problem in the WNBA, because in a league obsessed with Polish, performance, and PR perfect stars, Sophie didn't follow the script, and fans couldn't get enough. What if I told you this wasn't an accident, but a sign that the game and the culture is changing fast? Let's break it all down.
Sophie Cunningham has broken the internet in multiple ways over the last day. All right, the other day, before the Chicago Sky game, this Barbie, and let's be real, let's be honest. If you were going to cast somebody as Barbie, there's a good chance
Sophie Cunningham's rise didn't come from a media team, a branding consultant, or a viral marketing stunt. It started with something much simpler, being herself. Months before her now iconic t-shirt moment, Sophie posted a casual video on TikTok rating her trip to Arby's. No makeup artist, no lighting setup, just Sophie, a roast beef sandwich, and a 9 out of 10 reviews that felt 100% genuine. That one off-the-cuff clip exploded. The comment section was flooded with reactions, and the phrase "Hot girls eat Arby's" started popping up everywhere. No campaign, no sponsorship, just pure vibes. And in a league filled with players chasing viral moments through choreographed TikToks, carefully curated aesthetics, and PR-approved sound bites, Sophie's authenticity stood out like a neon sign in the dark. She wasn't trying to go viral. She wasn't forcing a brand. She was just real.
Sophie Cunningham's t-shirt became a marketing phenomenon. Sophie Cunningham currently plays for the Indiana Fever and has now become one of the most recognizable WNBA players. And for Barbie night, she pulled up wearing a shirt that said "Hot girls eat Arby's," and the internet lost it. But here's the real backstory. A few months earlier, Sophie posted a video rating Arby's. And that video is just her being authentic in herself. And that puppy went viral.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Arby's a solid 9 out of 10.
Then following this, the phrase "hot girls eat Arby's" started flying around. And it turns out that Arby's has been saying this since 20.
And fans responded, not just with views and likes, but with loyalty. Because in an era where everything feels staged, Sophie brought something rare, a personality that doesn't need polishing. But what started as a joke between fans and fries was about to become a marketing phenomenon. Most athletes chase sponsorships by playing the game, polished branding, rehearsed quotes, and perfectly timed posts. Sophie Cunningham, she took a bite of roast beef, laughed into her phone, and let the internet do the rest. After her Arby's review went viral, fans ran with the phrase "Hot girls eat Arby's." It became a meme, a movement, and then a cultural moment. And Arby's noticed. They didn't just repost her, they put her on payroll. That's right, Sophie Cunningham, now an official partner with Arby's, became the face of a fast food chain without ever pitching herself as a brand ambassador. She didn't audition for the role, she became it through authenticity alone.
Let's talk about Arby's. She is now on the Arby's payroll. Decided that it was a match made in roast beef heaven. Hot girls eat Arby's. No knock on Arby's, Sophie, but if you give Arby's 9 out of 10, I'll take you to Racks. I'll buy you some Racks. And I think you will find that hot girls probably eat Racks. Arby's has a new spokeswoman, and it just so happens to be Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, that's right. Sophie Cunningham, who took to her social media
While other players are chasing deals, Sophie is catching them without even trying. No Hunger Games for sponsorships, no filters or gimmicks. She didn't beg for the brand, she became the brand. And the shirts? They didn't just sell, they sold out instantly. But Sophie's viral streak wasn't done, because next came the moment that would turn her into a full-on fan favorite, and one of the most polarizing stars in the WNBA. Sophie Cunningham's viral rise hit another level the moment she did something most players wouldn't dare. She put her body on the line to defend Caitlin Clark. During a heated game against the Connecticut Sun, Caitlin took a hard foul that was ignored by the refs. The kind that makes highlight reels for all the wrong reasons. The opponents walked away smirking, but Sophie wasn't having it. She stormed back down the court and delivered a hard foul of her own. Call it retaliation, call it accountability. Fans called it loyalty.
You know, somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer, right? The one that's got her back. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quite honest.
Sophie was ejected from the game, but she walked out a hero. Caitlin Clark may be the face of the league, but in that moment, Sophie was her enforcer, the teammate who stood up when nobody else would. Social media exploded. Fan pages were born overnight. A small but vocal petition to ban her from the league was started, but it only made her bigger. Her followers skyrocketed from 300,000 to over 1.4 million in less than 2 days. And her jersey completely sold out. No scripted PR, no viral dance challenge, just real emotion, real loyalty, and a real connection with fans. In an era of curated drama and camera-ready feuds, Sophie's moment felt raw, honest, and realer than anything the league had pushed all year. And suddenly, the WNBA had a new star, not because she tried to be one, but because she refused to fake it. While Sophie Cunningham was going viral for being real, Angel Reese was stuck in a different kind of spotlight, one she helped create but couldn't quite control. Angel had the followers, she had the headlines, she had the drama, but when it came to connection, something wasn't landing. Her content, choreographed TikToks, beef-heavy sound bites, curated side-eyes, looked like it was built for the algorithm, not for the audience. She positioned herself as the main character, but fans started to feel like they were watching a performance rather than a personality. And here's the key difference. While Sophie's ARBYS tee became a spontaneous cultural phenomenon, Angel's meticulously crafted image felt like a traditional marketing campaign. Even though her merch has been a top seller in the league, the perception is that it's part of a brand that's been manufactured. Because here's the truth, fans can smell when it's forced. And in a league that's finally getting attention, people don't want more flash, they want substance. Sophie gave them that, effortlessly. Angel, on the other hand, has been caught trying to manufacture the very hype Sophie stumbled into by just showing up. And that disconnect, it's not just costing trust, it's a branding lesson for the entire WNBA. In a league where authenticity wins, Angel's image is starting to feel like it's all sizzle, no steak. And that's a problem when a $12 ARBYS tee is pulling more cultural weight than your entire personal brand. For years, the WNBA has been begging for attention, from sponsors, from fans, from the media. But now that the spotlight is finally here, they don't seem to know what to do with it. You'd think the league would be rolling out the red carpet for Sophie Cunningham, a breakout star with viral appeal, merch that sells out in minutes, and a growing army of loyal fans. Instead, silence. And not just silence, but discipline. The league fined her for a lighthearted TikTok and again for her unfiltered comments on her podcast. Sophie doesn't fit the league's polished branding template. She's not part of the Instagram influencer sorority. She's not performing viral dances after shooting 2 for 12. She's not preaching empowerment with every tweet while stirring up petty feuds on the side. She's just hooping, she's being real, and she's connecting. But to the WNBA, that unfiltered honesty is a liability, not an asset. They've spent so long chasing a manufactured image, they're now ignoring the very players who are bringing in new fans by simply being themselves. It's a case study in missed opportunity. While the league keeps investing in PR-safe narratives and committee-approved stars, Sophie just sold out her jersey, built a viral brand, and hijacked the internet without their help. This should have been a marketing goldmine. Instead, it's an awkward silence, and that silence speaks volumes about what the league values: control over connection and curation over charisma. From the outside, Sophie Cunningham's rise might look like dumb luck, a funny t-shirt, a viral moment, a few clips of her backing up Caitlin Clark. But that's the biggest misunderstanding of all. This isn't luck, it's strategy disguised as simplicity. Sophie isn't throwing random content at the wall hoping something sticks. She's building something, intentionally. And the brilliance of it is that it doesn't look intentional. While other players are stuck chasing algorithms, staging controversy, or perfecting their fake vulnerability posts, Sophie is staying consistent, authentic, and sharp. That ARBYS tea wasn't just funny, it was perfectly timed. It followed up on an earlier viral video, leaned into a fan-fueled phrase, and capitalized on momentum without ever feeling forced. That's brand awareness. That's marketing intuition. That's what the league should be teaching players. Because while some are wasting energy manufacturing personality, Sophie's turning natural moments into cultural currency. She didn't need a glam squad. She didn't need to stir up fake beef. She didn't need to be loud or petty to get attention. She just needed to show up with confidence, clarity, and a little bit of roast beef. And somehow, that's more disruptive to the WNBA's marketing machine than any choreographed TikTok could ever be. For years, the WNBA's idea of star power followed a familiar script: style over substance, personality over performance, drama over dominance. But that playbook? Sophie Cunningham just tossed it in the trash. Alongside breakout stars like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, Sophie is helping redefine what a WNBA superstar actually looks like. And it's not someone chasing clicks, it's someone chasing wins. Someone who shows up, speaks up, and keeps it real every single time. This new wave isn't waiting for the league to give them permission. They're not asking for camera time or crafting perfect press narratives. They're earning attention by simply being themselves and backing it up on the court. Fans are catching on. They're tired of the recycled drama, the image-first campaigns, and the influencers in sneakers. They want hoopers who act like hoopers, who let their play do the talking and their personalities shine through without a filter. And that's why Sophie's winning. Because while others are still playing checkers with curated captions and trendy hashtags, she's playing chess on and off the court. She didn't just hijack the news cycle, she rewrote the marketing script, and now everyone else is scrambling to catch up. This wasn't a one-time viral fluke. It wasn't a gimmick. It was a culture shift, and Sophie Cunningham is at the center of it. She didn't need drama. She didn't need theatrics. She didn't need to pretend. All it took was a viral ARBYS tea, a little honesty, and a whole lot of confidence to do what no WNBA marketing campaign has done in years: make the league feel real again. Sophie tapped into something deeper than clout. She showed fans that being authentic is more powerful than being polished, that standing for something is louder than trending for nothing, and in a league starving for attention, she earned it without begging for it. Meanwhile, the merch is gone, the followers keep piling in, and the league still trying to figure out how it all happened. Here's the truth: the fans are done with fake. They want real, they want relatable, they want Sophie. So if you're tired of the filters, the fluff, the forced rivalries, and the fake beef, if you're riding with the one rewriting the superstar playbook, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated on the latest. Because Sophie's not just changing the game, she's proving that being real is the most unstoppable move in basketball. And this is just the beginning.